Right now, someone close to you could be quietly reshaping your sense of reality, gently twisting your thoughts until you're no longer sure what's true. Not a stranger, but someone you trust. Someone in your family. It starts softly, subtly, almost unnoticed, a quiet denial, a passing remark, but over time, this gentle erosion leaves deep scars on your self-worth, your trust, and your sense of reality itself. Carl Jung once wrote, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." Today, you'll learn to recognize the unconscious force known as gaslighting, especially within your family. You'll see clearly the signs of manipulation that might have slipped past your awareness and understand how to reclaim the truth that belongs solely to you. 1. Denying your reality. Imagine recalling a hurtful conversation or incident clearly, every detail sharp, every word remembered, only to be told, "That never happened." You're imagining things. Slowly you begin to doubt your memory, your sanity, your very ability to perceive reality accurately. This tactic erodes your trust in yourself, leaving you vulnerable, uncertain, confused. Nietzsche warned us, "Invisible threads are the strongest ties. Gaslighting threads bind silently." By recognizing denial for what it is, a subtle yet powerful manipulation, you reclaim your right to your own truth. 2. Trivializing your feelings. You express genuine hurt or concern and they respond, "You're too sensitive. You always overreact. It's not a big deal." The message beneath these dismissals is clear. Your emotions aren't valid. Over time, you internalize this narrative, believing you're overly emotional or irrational. Yet Aristotle teaches us the virtue of balance. Anyone can become angry, but to be angry with the right person, to the right degree at the right time, is not easy. Your emotions aren't wrong. They're signals, messengers alerting you to what's happening within. To dismiss them is to lose touch with your authentic self. 3. Shifting blame. When you address hurtful behavior, the conversation twists, making you feel responsible for causing trouble. "If you weren't so difficult, we wouldn't fight. This wouldn't happen if you just let it go." Gaslighting shifts blame to silence criticism, leaving you feeling guilt for conflicts you didn't create. Seneca once advised, "He is a great man who uses reason to restrain his grief, not one who feels nothing." Yet reason is stripped away when blame is falsely assigned. Recognizing this tactic helps you restore reason, placing responsibility where it truly belongs. 4. Undermining your confidence. Quiet remarks, subtle jokes about your choices, your appearance, your intelligence. Harmless perhaps in isolation, but over months or years, these words chip away your self-worth until confidence feels like a distant memory. Imagine hearing repeatedly, "Are you really going to wear that? I don't think you're capable of handling that." Slowly, you internalize doubt. You believe you're fundamentally inadequate, unworthy, incapable. Simone de Beauvoir reminded us, "One is not born, but rather becomes." Yet how can you become fully yourself if someone else constantly diminishes who you are? Recognizing this subtle sabotage allows you to reclaim the narrative about your worth. 5. Isolation from support systems. One of the most insidious forms of family gaslighting involves isolating you from friends, other relatives, or anyone who might offer a reality check. They don't really care about you. No one else understands you like I do. Over time, you're distanced from support, making you reliant solely on the gaslighter's version of reality. Isolation creates a prison, not of walls, but of distorted truths. Remember Jung's wisdom, what you resist persists. Isolation thrives on your silence. Break this isolation by reaching out, reconnecting, and reclaiming the reality you share with others. Understanding the impact. Gaslighting isn't merely manipulation, it's emotional erosion. It causes anxiety, confusion, self-doubt. Decisions become paralyzing, emotions clouded. Social withdrawal deepens your isolation, amplifying the power of manipulation. Yet, the deepest wound? You begin to believe that you're the chaos, rather than recognizing you're simply carrying unhealed weight imposed by someone else. Steps toward reclaiming your reality. To heal from family gaslighting requires clarity, courage, and action. First, acknowledge what's happening. Trust your instincts. When something feels wrong, it's because it is. Your perception is valid even when questioned. Second, seek trusted support. Friends, therapists, supportive communities, people who reflect your truth back to you clearly. Third, set firm boundaries. Boundaries aren't walls, they're statements of respect. Communicate clearly what behaviors you will and will not accept. Fourth, keep a journal. Documenting interactions provides clarity. It anchors your memories, validating your truth against manipulation. Finally, prioritize self-care. Strengthening your mind and spirit through mindfulness, physical care, and quiet reflection rebuilds confidence and resilience. Gaslighting thrives in darkness, silence, uncertainty. Your strongest defense is clarity, truth, and awareness. When you clearly see manipulation for what it is, you become harder to control. Your sense of reality becomes unshakable. Understand this clearly. You are not weak for having been manipulated. You are powerful for recognizing it, for reclaiming your voice, for restoring your truth. As Nietzsche wrote, whoever fights monsters should see to it that in the process, he does not become a monster himself. The goal isn't vengeance or bitterness. It's truth, healing, and liberation. Recognizing gaslighting in your family isn't a betrayal. It's the highest form of honesty toward them and toward yourself. You deserve clarity. You deserve truth. You deserve freedom from manipulation. If this reflection spoke to you, share your thoughts in the comments, not merely to speak, but to support someone else struggling to see clearly. And if you found value here, consider subscribing. Together, we'll continue exploring how to reclaim our truths, deepen our awareness, and live authentically. You are not alone, and from this moment forward, you will never have to doubt your reality again. See you in the next video.